Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't been very active, but and I always come up with LinkedIn marketing topic videos. But today I thought of making this video exclusively for people who want to sort their Excel sheets, or you want to who want to create a database, but there are like so many entries out there. There's a lot of data, and you guys just don't know how to kind of fix the data. So this is going to be a very simple tutorial on how you can use a few easy formulas and create a fabulous database with no duplicates, and everything is like perfectly fine. So even if you open this after 5 years, you're going to find it like extremely well. So before we get started, I really request you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel and then click that little ring button out there, just so that whenever I upload a video, you guys gets a notification. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. All right. So this is an Excel sheet. I usually kind of, scrape a lot of email addresses of potential prospects, and then, I kind of my team creates an Excel sheet. But what happened is that if you see this is so untidy right now. There are several tabs here and of different industries, and you know so and if you see this does not look nice. This is in all caps, and we just need to fix this. Basically, this is like super dead. I cannot keep the data like this. So people usually have OCD, you know where it comes to neatness and cleanliness and stuff, but I have OCD when it comes to Excel sheet. I always want it to be super clean, super neat. I don't like double formatting. I like it to be very consistent and very neat. So in future, if we have to you know refer back again, it's going to be very simple for you guys to do it. So now, first and the foremost thing is that freeze the first row. So you just go click on this column, because what happens when you scroll down, you don't know what this row is all about. So the first thing that I do is I freeze the first row, right? I just select the entire cell. I go to view, I click on freeze pane, and I'm gonna freeze the top row. So now even if I go down, this is like supreme easy for me to kind of figure it out, right? All right, fine. After I kind of after I complete the first thing, the second what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna separate these names. I don't want the contact name to be in one single column. I'll tell you why. So let's say if you're building a database, you always need to have a clean first name row and a clean second name row, because when you upload it in email marketing tools, like Hunter and stuff, they always want neat and clean information. If you're going to give this or this, they're not going to able to find email addresses for us. So just be super careful. And it's very easy to do. Just copy all the names, shift control and down if you have Windows. If you have Mac, I have no idea what the formulas are. I'm just going to copy, control C. I'm going to open a new Excel sheet, like a complete new Excel sheet, control N, and I'm going to paste it here, right? Once I do that, I'm going to select the entire column, and then I'm going to go to data, text to columns, and this will help us to separate the text, right? So you can do it via two ways: delimited and fixed width. You usually use fixed width when everything is like same, like when it looks when it looks very similar, when it is aligned, that is the time, because what happens with fixed width is that you actually go to next, and you can actually select till where you want to cut, something like this, 3 cuts, 4 cuts. But for me, it does not work. It does not work. I need to always select, because it is very inappropriate, unaligned. I always need to go to text to columns, delimited with, and now they're asking what is that one thing, one particular data, that whatever that one thing is that whatever is on the data that you want to use as a medium to split the data. I'm so sorry to kind of mess you up. So I always select space, because space is the only one thing that will help me determine the first name and the second name, and then I just hit the finish button. So now if you see, the data has been completely, you know, uh, s- it's kind of separated now. But I don't use it just like this, I am going to fix it. This is a little manual work where I'm going to come, I'm going to remove the first word, and I'm going to keep it. For example, Jennifer S. Olson, I'm going to remove S and I'm going to put this Olson right here. Now this is in brackets, so I don't care. Nicholas R. So I'm going to remove green and I'm going to put it here. I know this is a little hard work, and don't, guys, don't try to do it. Don't put the filters and select everything together and do it. Excel does not support that. You're going to lose a lot of data in between. And then this one, I always remove the second name and I'm going to put here. Something of this sort. Okay. Now in this case, the first is Miss. So this is the first name and this is the second name. So I'm just going to put this here. All right, Matthew, this is a little hard work. Now, for example, Miss, I'm gonna like this, like this. Now you see there's a comma right here, correct? I'm gonna explain you. You don't have to manually remove the comma. I'm gonna show you how you can do that. This and this. All right, so we are done, right? And I'm gonna remove everything from here. Now, if there are any comma or if there are any spaces, it is very easy. So I'll show you how. One second. Okay, I did not fix this one. All right. All right. So what you're going to do is that, let's assume that this had a double spacing at the front. Okay. So this looks complete something like this, or I'll add a few more. Let's just assume that we have couple of double spacings. Okay. All right. So now there's one comma that I saw, and there are so many entries which has extra space at the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the entire column. I'm going to click on Control F. I'm going to go to Replace button, Replace. I'm going to add Find What. What do you want to find? I want to find comma, and I want to replace it with nothing. And then I just hit the Replace All button. So what it is, all done. We have made one replacements. So there was only one comma, right? So that comma has been removed now. Now I have shown you spaces, right? So I'm going to remove this comma here. I'm going to add one space and replace with no space. So there's no space, backspace, see? And then replace all. See, we have made 4 replacements. So now if you see, this has become very clean. This data looks really nice. I go back to my old Excel sheet. I create a new row, insert, and then again F4. What do you mean by F4? If you use F4, it repeats your previous action. So if, let's say, if I delete this, and if I again hit the F4 button, then it gets deleted. And if I add, insert, and again if I add F4, it adds. It repeats your previous action, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste the entire thing. I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste. I'm not going to remove this until I'm sure that the data is correct. And guys, don't forget, don't please paste it like this. It becomes wrong, right? Always from where you have started, just paste it there, right? Now, just randomly see Jason, and this is Jason. So it looks like it is correct. Michelle, Michelle, Andy, Andy. So this is correct. Now I can remove this. Now I'm going to write here first name and last name. So now our first name and last name is it is super good. Organization name is fine. We don't really think there's anything to change here because it's the company name and there's not a lot to change. Now let's talk about this. Everything is in caps and it looks disgusting. It literally looks like all of these words are shouting at me or something. So I'm gonna insert a new row, column, I'm sorry, and then I'm gonna just use a formula. I can't sit and write like this. I don't really have the time to sit and write and fix it. It will take me forever. That's not how you do it. Again, I know there are Excel experts out there. I'm not an expert, but how I clean my database, this is how I do it. I've just hit the equal to button. I'm going to write proper, proper. And when this comes, I just hit the tab button. Tab. I select this, I close the bracket, enter. So now if you see, this has become very nice. It has become like it has, got the right, the first letter is the capital and everything. Now it is formatted. Now I'm just gonna, if you just come here at this corner, and if you just drag, you're gonna get the right of everything. But you can, there's one more thing that you can just, click the last one and then scroll down till the end, and then you can hit Control D, D for dog, and I love dogs. Yeah. But now, as you see, that there are few things that cannot be in, small letters. You need this to be in all caps. So I just copy. So few things you have to kind of do it manually. Everything cannot be done, like this. Okay, sorry, I have to edit it here. Okay, I can't do that before. I need to show you one step. Now guys, I'm going to show you something. This is not, this is a formula. These are, this row has, it consists of formulas only. So if I keep my, if I hover it, if I keep my cursor here, and if you see this, it says equal to proper d2, because it's a formula. This is not a text. We need to convert the formula into text so that it remains, because if not, if I delete this, this will go, this particular D column will go. So Control Z. I have to make sure that I have to first copy this as text. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the complete row. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to copy, Control C. I'm going to again just put my cell, my mouse on the first cell. I'm going to go to File, sorry, Home. I'm going to go to Paste, Paste Special, and Paste Values. So now if I put the cursor here, if you see, it says head of marketing. Now even if I delete this, there's going to be no problem, right? So this is how we are supposed to do it. So now we have got clean first name, we have got organization name, we have got everything. I know there's some, CMO, this should be all caps, I understand. This should be like CEO, and yeah, and one second, guys. So this is VP. So few things you have to do it on your own. You really have to do it. Now let's talk about email addresses. Okay, first thing, we need to make sure that we don't have any duplicates. And how can you do that? You cannot add a duplication formula on organization name, first name, or contact title, because maybe we have multiple people from one company, so this does not qualify. First name, everybody, my name is Ria, and there are like 1,000 people out there. Maybe in spreadsheet there might be a couple of Rias. I cannot add a spreadsheet duplication formula here. Last name, no. Title, obviously not. But email address is the only thing that is the most unique, that is the most unique one. So I think email, here you can really add the formula. Now it is very simple again. Select the complete column or row or whatever. I'm sorry, I think I'm confused now. I'm just gonna go to sort and filter right here. I'm gonna filter it. Okay, I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. I'm just gonna click on conditional formatting. I'm sorry, I was thinking something. I'm gonna click on this conditional formatting. I'm gonna highlight cell rules with duplicate values. That's it. And I can keep it to light red, I can keep it to yellow. I usually don't change anything, and I just hit the OK button. So now this sheet has no duplicate formulas. So what I'm going to do, okay, so see, this is wrong. You cannot, this is so unevenly done. And now you see there's a lot of white space here. So let's fix this first. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to go to Format Painter, and I'm going to shift and select everything here again. Because what happens is that now everything looks the same, right? So now there is no duplicate formula, but it would have, if it would have been like this, so it would have changed the color. If I would have 3 4 duplicates. Now let me copy this, let me paste here. Now you see everything has been changed. So now you have to, this will help you to eliminate duplicates. And now see this. This is so inconsistent. Here you have a LinkedIn link. It's wrong. Remove it. So now, as I don't have an email address, I need to go find the email address, or I need to delete this entry. Okay. All right. So now this is how you kind of do it very nicely, cleanly. You kind of fix a date, fix your spreadsheet. And if you want to then merge anything, then you have to follow all the same things that we have done here. And then you have to just copy and paste it at the, right here at down, down. I think this is like completely okay. But yeah, this is how I clean my database. I make sure that I am cleaning it, I'm keeping it very nicely, everything is on point. I add a status column so that so if at all something is happening, if I'm like, I reached out to this person, I did not reach out, whatever the status is. And if you think that you're not yet ready to get a CRM, then I think this is the best way to keep it. You can use Google spreadsheets as well. I like using it. If there are multiple people working on the database, it becomes easy. You don't have to use Excel sheet again and again and update it, because it is not online. But yeah, these are the few things I do. I hope this video was helpful for you. In couple of other videos, I'll come up with more videos with VLOOKUP and other different things. But I really hope this video was helpful, and if you liked it, please hit the subscribe button, you know press the bell icon. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to answer your questions. Again, thank you so much, guys, and you have a beautiful day. Bye bye.